What is the meaning of life? I think you must have heard this question before, right? Because this is one of those questions I keep coming back to. Like, it's just not possible that I don't think about it once in a while. And every time I ask this question to different people, I get different answers. Obviously, because every single person got their own meaning to life, right? And the type of answers I get are very different. Some people say that the meaning of life is love. Some people say it's about growth. Some people say it's about living the moment fully, like in the present. Some say it's about happiness, etc., etc., etc. Like the list goes on, it's just never ending. And all of them sound right and incomplete at the same time. Why? Because the more I think about it, the more I feel this that maybe there is no single meaning to life. Maybe there is no meaning, but there are meanings to life. Because there are multiple meanings to life. And maybe the meaning of life is simply to keep finding or creating those meanings. As we live life, we don't just search for meaning, we live it. And from a philosophical perspective, I sometimes think that there is no inherent meaning at all. That searching for the meaning of life can actually become a distraction, a way to avoid facing a harder truth. And the harder truth is that life exists without any instructions, that no one is there standing to tell you like how to live this life, what is the best way of living the life, etc. and etc. And because it exists, we create meanings rather than discovering it. If you think about it, don't you feel that all the religions, philosophies, ideologies around the world are trying to tell us the meaning of life? Like, they all, in their own way, are trying to make peace with that question. Like, each one gives us a story, a framework or a reason. Not necessarily because they know the answer, but because humans need something to hold on to, like they need something to rely on. If you look at life through the lens of evolution, the meaning of life becomes very simple. Like, it's just about survival, reproduction, and keep the species alive, in simple terms. And in that time, I don't think humans were sitting around asking about the meaning of life, right? But now survival is almost taken care of, so we ask this question again and again. But even then, I still wonder, what was the purpose of surviving? Just to reproduce? To keep reproducing more human? To do what? Exactly, like what is the reason, To continue the cycle of life and death, or to eventually ask this very question of the meaning of life? I remember once during a religious ceremony at my home, back home, there was a discussion about the creation of the world. The ceremony was connected to Hinduism and Sikhism. So this is coming from that perspective, so don't take it personally. It's just for the intellectual discussion I'm having here, or I would say a monologue. So someone in that ceremony explained that God created the world to test us. Like, he wanted to examine us to see if we are given this Maya, like the materialistic world, would we still choose the divine? Would we still look back to him, or would we would we surrender to this materialistic world? And I understand that perspective, I do see the meaning behind it, but I couldn't help wondering, what was God trying to understand through this test? Like, if this story is real, then what was God trying to understand through this test? Like, was God bored, or was God lonely, maybe curious? And then another thought appeared, one that I don't hold as a belief but as a reflection. What if God was questioning the meaning of existence itself? And that's why the God made us, And if so, is there something beyond God? See, I don't say this to challenge any religion. See, I respect all the religions deeply. I do believe in energy, in consciousness, in something bigger than us. But I also believe that questioning is also sacred. So curiosity is not a disrespect to religion or any ideology. I think it's deeply human. It's the right we all have. So, coming back again to the same question, what is the meaning of life? And maybe the most honest answer I can give you right now is this: life doesn't come with a meaning, but it comes with the ability to feel, think, choose. And maybe that's enough. So I leave you with this. Do you think the meaning of life is something we find or something we create as we live? Think about it. Thank you.